Next Gear Capital believes that you shouldn't have to choose between making money or making memories. That's why they're committed to being more than just a floor plan provider. Start working with the industry's preferred lender to see how many more hours of your life you can get back each week.
This is Automotive Industry News.
Welcome to this week's edition of Automotive Industry News. I'm Eve Rojas. Today's big stories: a man creates motorcycles out of spoons, and a van enjoys a unique retirement. But first, Transformers. They might have appeared on your Christmas list. You've probably seen them on the big screen. But do you own a life-size version? One man built a full-size replica of Optimus Prime because of the love he and his son share for the franchise. Here's Barcroft Cars with more.
My name is Joe Fiducia. I am the owner of the world's first fan-built replica of Optimus Prime from Transformers: Age of Extinction.
This is 36-year-old Father Joe. He's built a full-size replica of Optimus Prime, one of the most renowned vehicles from the Transformers movies. Taking more than $4 billion at the box office, Transformers has fast become one of the biggest franchises in the world.
In the 80s, he was the leader of the Autobots. He still is the leader of the Autobots. He is that character that has the strong morals, the strong ethics. He's always looking after the little guy, always making sure that everybody else is taken care of.
But that wasn't the main reason why Joe decided to build the giant replica.
The inspiration behind this truck was for my son. Just go to the back. Ryan loves the Transformers just as much as I do. He's probably got hundreds of characters in his room stocked away. And to be able to build something like this for him, I mean, he was the main reason I did this.
With the help of close friends and external parties, Joe worked tirelessly day and night to complete the job and own the world's first fan-built replica. Weighing around 21,000 pounds, the spectacular truck is 30 foot long and just under 12 feet wide.
We actually ended up lowering it by about 2 inches because the original Optimus truck was much higher, but that creates a hazard for us when we're driving. The truck alone has a Detroit DD15 motor in it. It's a standard Detroit motor. No fabrication or modifications have been done to the motor. Optimus is maxed out at 65 miles an hour. He can't go any faster than that. The paint scheme on this thing is quite intense. He's got the red and blue Warrior colors on him. But he also has a bunch of Autobot logos all over him. Between the front and the back, there's over 16 logos. Obviously, one of the big things that you'll notice right off the bat is the big Autobot logo here on the front of the truck. This was actually a solid block of aluminum that was custom cut to fit the contours of the hood here, and that was one of the most complicated pieces we had to make.
I'm really proud for my dad making this. It took him a lot of time, a lot of effort. It was worth it in the end.
It fit under the bed. I could not have built Optimus Prime without the support of my family. It makes a big difference when you go up to somebody and you tell them, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how impossible something seems, whether you're a kid or a grown adult, don't ever be afraid to try. Don't ever be afraid to pursue what seems impossible, because you never know. One day you could be in the driver's seat of Optimus Prime.
Automotive Industry News will return in a moment.
Like most dealers, I came into this thinking that I knew it all. And that kept me really small, and it kept me working around the clock. The greatest thing that I've gotten through the relationship with Next Gear and the Cox Automotive Partners is time. I've gotten my life back. I lost my life for a long time after I started this business. And through the mentorship and the investment in my company, it allows me to have the time to do what I want to with my life.
Art comes in many forms, and while you're using spoons to serve and eat food, artist James Rice is using similar spoons to craft motorcycle sculptures. His creations are made entirely of stainless steel spoons, which are welded together. Rice originally designed these sculptures to gather ideas while building his own rideable chopper. Each sculpture takes about 5 to 9 months to complete. And to learn more, please visit everlastingspoonful.com. We'll be right back.
Like most dealers, I came into this thinking that I knew it all. And that kept me really small, and it kept me working around the clock. The greatest thing that I've gotten through the relationship with NextGear and the Cox Automotive Partners is time. I've gotten my life back. I lost my life for a long time after I started this business. And through the mentorship and the investment in my company, it allows me to have the time to do what I want to with my life.
While you may not be traveling to the winter wonderland of Norway in the near future, if you ever find yourself in the area, we know where you can find some unique accommodations. One couple has taken a vintage Mercedes-Benz van and turned it into a cozy guest house. Not bad for a retirement gig.
May I introduce myself? Fire Truck is my name. Pink Swedish fire truck. I rolled off the assembly line in 1968. Daimler-Benz AG had at that time devised a completely new vehicle class with me and my predecessor, the L319. You can't even imagine how proud I was to be a transporter with a star. Shortly after that, I was sent to the north to Gothenburg, and there I was recruited as the personal vehicle of the fire brigade captain. I left Gothenburg after 20 years, with a laughing and a crying headlight, and explored the world together with my new owner. Until I met Bente and her husband Paul, the two of them took me in and gave me a new life in Hvitsten, the smallest town that has ever existed in Norway. After months of meticulous work, they lovingly converted me into a guest house. Can you imagine that? Me as a bed and breakfast? But I think I'm doing quite a good job. I have now been a guest house for 5 years and have welcomed countless guests since then. TV personalities, executive managers from Microsoft, Google, and Coca-Cola. Even the co-founder of Vimeo. This is the life. You know what? Why don't you come on over for a visit? I will gladly open my doors for you.
With that, we retire this edition of Automotive Industry News. Thanks for watching. I'm Eve Rojas.